So Yamaguchi-san,
はい、山口です。
from University of Tokyo is
yes.
going to present about lifestyle authentication and lifestyle analysis. And we'll
Yeah.
start with a movie. I
Yeah,
guess.
yes, please. It's not English one. So maybe can you
Is
a
there a
bit
caption?
no can you a bit
Yes.
smaller. Maybe it's better. I'll explain. This video is just an image of our lifestyle authentication. Sorry, so totally in Japanese. So I will explain in English. And this is just an image. But everyone must be hungry, so I will try to quick the presentation. So in IoT society, everyone can easy to get many kinds of information via the smartphone's history information or something special coffee. And this is a meeting schedule. This is a supermarket style. And now we are trying to change the society by using the data from all kinds of data and connected by connection. Maybe I'm trying some efficient way or comfortable way to use by these data. If he wants to get the coffee every day, and usually he has to order this table and get the coffee, but our email in the future just go straight to the counter to get the coffee, nothing to order. It's because I will explain the why. Every day he goes to the cafe to get the coffee. So the computer can calculate how much he will want to get the coffee before that. The computer has to get the whole information of his information, but maybe we can guess, right? And like this is a baby car, and if he wants to go upstairs, and the computer can suggest where the elevator is, and like this, see the driver, and somebody maybe she thinks of the stranger to enter this driver, so they has to authenticate whole information. And now we are trying to some another application of the security information. Of course, I'm the expert of the security area, not the blockchain, sorry. But I'm trying to find another application based on the security using data thing. And so I will explain how to work it. IoT or AI technologies, there are a lot of to say. I a bit surprised that, have you seen this photo by Mercedes-Benz? Everybody, in common sense, everybody thinks for the drive, when the car, inside the car, we can seeing the only one side. But if the AI technology is growing up, everyone do not have to see the car's information, so they can communicate in the car and automatically moving style to get this until the destination. And of course, there's a lot of technology in this society, and the information security is the most important thing for the information technology. So I will take just one example for this area, and you are using the ID and password to log into the server, and the most server, 97% web server using the only ID and password. But the another questionnaire asked to the customers. Customer can remember only 2 or 3 passwords. So maybe everybody using the only one ID and maybe 2 or 3 passwords to enter. And of course, ID, everybody said, especially information security areas people, ID and password it's very unsecure thing. Everybody said. But in maybe 10 years or 15 years, nothing change because the ID and password is very cost effective, and or maybe it's very good for everybody. Just can remember it. So maybe we have to find another way. The one example I will show you. There's my Japanese government agency. It's a kind of government agency in Japan. They get some questionnaires, some surveys to ask the company why you are using the ID and password, and they answered. And maybe the difficult to service the 2 new methods like the IC card stuff or one token or something like that. But maybe we have to find a completely another way for authentication. So let's take to another story. In the credit card, do you have the credit card, right? The credit cards are different. The expire day is different. Depends on the credit card. The cheapest one is very, very long, the expire day. But the very important card like the gold card or platinum card or this kind of card, only 2 or 3 years for expire. That is because the cryptographic technique is different. To only cheaper customer is just use the expire day 10 years, just using the very short key for the cryptography. But the very important customer, like the gold customer, should have the very short term, because if the adversary can get these kind of credit card data, it must be more and more serious problem for it. So maybe it's one way, it's a cost-effective thing. Even some adversary is happened. I understand the adversary, the security area is very important to show less for the adversary, but it's one way. Even some adversaries happen, but in credit card area, nobody care about it. So we in this document now our laboratory thing is, of course, security or safe is important, but more important thing is comfortable or just a new discovery or safe life or something. So we have to think that both of it is important. So we decided to focus on the 4th factor for personal authentication. You have already know that some ID and password like that knowledge thing, hardware or biometrics is the 3 authentication factors is important. But another way is the 4th thing, that is behavior. I will show you some demonstrations. Do you know Japan? Right? It's Japan, and I will show you the Kyushu area. This behavior only one person's one, and can you see it is for 3 months data for his way. Maybe you can imagine, maybe this is his house. We are not sure. We are just collecting the GPS data. So maybe he's staying at the night this area. So maybe it's his house. And maybe this is his office because he's going to every day to this office. Very correct time, always. You can see these and okay, this and no. Maybe you can imagine we will try to use this kind of data to authentication because this time should be he is in house. If not, we ask the another way to get some another information. It's something like that. And can you see maybe another area? Maybe you are not come to the Tokyo. This is the University of Tokyo, and our colleague come to this way. And another stuff. This is the moving data. Like recently, the Nike or many kinds of walking data. And can you see this small one? Just this area. This is around. Can you see the red sign over here? And he is waiting for the signals. And another where is this, and another is maybe this area, just waiting for the. Maybe these information must be the synchronized. So if these data different to the GPS data, it must be we can reject for the users. All right. So we are trying to the user side information and the server side information to collect them and calculate. Maybe something authentication device this device must be this user or this time. The many people baby if the person has a baby, maybe she doesn't use the mobile phone at the night. It must be the different person or something like these information we use. And not only lifestyle authentication is not only the authentication. Maybe we can get some another way. Do you remember the video movies? We can guess maybe he is going to the coffee this time, or maybe he is going to another shopping center or something like that. And I saw some demos about the Kyushu's area. It's one of the participants was a 50. Sorry, I'm always cannot calculate the English. Thousands, 57,000, participants, and we collect the GPS data, many kinds of data by the participants, and we maybe the different kinds of. And especially we not only we use the GPS data. GPS data is very easy to show you, so we will use the information by the GPS. But we use another histories, and especially for manga. Mangas, everybody is seeing manga very correct, very same day, same time, and you can imagine. Maybe you are showing the smartphone at the train or something. If so, maybe synchronize that he's on the train, and the manga data should be open on the applications. It's a way. Sorry, I have to skip over this kind of. No. And you remember the Kyushu's one? he always go to the office even Saturday and Sunday. You can see this is the 24 hours, and this is how much he is where he is, and he always night at the house. Maybe he is office even Saturday and Sunday. And if I told you that we are not focused on authentication. We are using another application based on these kind of lifestyle data, and maybe some order tracker or something like buyer free route information or some insurance review or something. Maybe we can find another thing. This is a personalized analysis, just an image. These kind of user life environment can easy to get many kinds of IoT device, and we can analyze these kind of data and to use the personalized service to the customers. We can communicate these kind of services. All right, I will close my talk. I'm talking about not only security thing, something like the new stuff. Not if focus on the security thing is a very, how can I say it? If we concentrate the security thing like the 10 years ago the security is personal authentication image, maybe we cannot change the society. So we can find something new and the security or something, another stuff. We will try to do it. Okay, thank you for your attention. Oh, of course.
I don't see who is the with whom you work. Is it, for example, in the cafe? Is it the cafe owner?
Yes.
Because if it's the cafe owner, then how does he get the information, the mobility information of
Yes.
the car? So you need information from different actors.
Yes, of course. Maybe some special something third parties they are analyzing the third party, and they will give these information to the cafe or some shopping or any other thing. Maybe another organization should be there.
And how does it go with privacy?
It's very, very important question. Very, very important. We understand it, but we have to find some way to. Maybe I like the. Maybe this one. Yeah, but of course, I can understand what you are talking about privacy, and maybe some special access control to suggest something. Maybe the cafe doesn't have to know where she is. Just they can understand maybe when he is coming. Just a 5 minutes later or 10 minutes later, something. So maybe another organization just seeing that only GPS data or something like that. We can do some access control using the access control technique and then suggest it something. We can separate or something. Maybe we can find the way. There are a lot of kinds of privacy protection scheme on the database stuff. So maybe.
We can continue the discussion over the lunch.
Okay. Right.
So let's thank again the speaker.
Thank you.